Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Inter Miami CF 2, CF Cruz Azul 1 in the group stage, South 3 of the 2023 Leagues Cup. Miami 2, Cruz Azul 1. Miami wins with a last-minute goal by who else? But we'll get there. In the 44th minute, Robert Taylor scores. Makes a run, runs straight into the box. Perfect run. Takes it to the far post and rolls it in past Gudinho to make it 1-0, 1-0. Miami, we go to halftime. 1-0, 1-0. But in the 66th minute, 22 actual football minutes later, 22 minutes later in the match, Uriel Antuna scores, has the ball, takes the shot. It goes off the hands of Drake Callender. He sort of fumbles it into the net. Good shot by Antuna. He scores. Sadly, he couldn't do that for the national team, El Tri, but he does it for Cruz Azul. 1-1, 1-1. But it goes that way to the 90-plus 4th minute. Messi is brought down in front of the box, in front of the half circle. Guess what he does after getting a free kick? Guess what he does? Just guess. He does what he does. He bangs it in. Golazo! Golazo! Gudinho had no chance to save that. It's like it was meant to happen. Lionel Messi scores to win the game in his debut, as you would have expected in Miami. 2-1, 2-1, Lionel Messi with the win. You knew it was coming. You just knew. You just knew that was going to happen. You just knew. You just knew. Full time, 2-1, 2-1. It's the way it would end. Stats are as follows. 12 shots to 18. 6 shots on goal to 8. 52% possession to 48% possession. 441 passes to 395. 88% pass accuracy to 86. 14 fouls to 12. 2 offside to 2. 1 yellow card to 1. 0 red cards to 0. 4 corners to 8. Miami and Cruz Azul, the game started off horribly. Both teams looked like they didn't play well at all. They were not prepared. They played like it was JV. That's what they did. Then I would say Miami grew into the game. I think they were the better team in the first half. They got the goal that was needed. They got their goal from Robert Taylor. And they move in to a lead. And as I said at the half, I'm like, if you're Miami and you're winning before Messi comes in, you're clean. You're good. This is going your way. Cruz Azul did score, but guess what? Miami still won because Messi won the game. We knew that was going to happen. I think we all knew deep down that Messi was going to win the game. He did that with a resounding way to do it. He didn't just score a goal in the 80th minute and it held on. No, he scored a banger of a free kick from his range, last kick of the game. If that's the way to win, if you're Messi on your debut, that's the way to do it. You can't ride it. You legitimately can't ride it. The first half, I think Miami was the better team because they scored a goal. Both teams looked like absolute crap. Funnily enough, though, Carlos Salcedo didn't really look bad to me. He looked passable. I know, it's crazy. He looked passable. I'm surprised. He didn't do anything stupid. He didn't. Which, good for him. Wish he could have done that for Toronto, but you know what? Whatever. I'll have to give him his due. With that being said, though, the first half, Miami's better because they scored the goal. They were leading at the half. To me, that's better. Because the rest of that game was just, I don't know what the hell to call it. That first half was a freaking clown show, gong show, whatever you want to call it, that's what it was. I don't know how you sit there and you're like, you know what? Yeah, this is what I expected. No, across the whole world, Miami and Cruz Azul embarrassed themselves in that first half. They did. I can tell you that much. I know Cruz Azul is bottom of the league. They haven't won a game. They've lost all 4 games they've played. Miami is 1 point under Toronto somehow. That won't last long. It's weird. It's legitimately something to behold. That first half was something to behold. Legitimately. It was so bad it was good. Like, I was riffing on that thing so heavily. Miami still has the lead coming out of the half. Messi comes in the 54th minute with Joseph Martinez, and Sergio Busquets. And the game changes from there. Miami just takes the domination. They do. Messi looks like he could score at will against MLS. Well, this was Liga MX, but still, in CONCACAF, he looks like he could score at will. If he wants to score, he's going to score. Messi is just different levels, and I said he was going to show levels in this game. There was no question that he was. He was going to show levels. He was going to show that he's a class above. He's a cut above. I didn't know if Busquets would. He sort of almost sold the game. I'm not going to lie. Joseph was a bit offside, was offside a couple of times. Joseph needs to work on his simpatico with Messi. I would have to say that. But Messi, dude, he was a man on a mission. He was the one trying to win this thing. And he could have done it himself. He was near doing it himself multiple times. And I guess he did anyway because he earned the free kick and then scored the free kick. But Messi's the man of the match. I mean, we can't disagree here. Messi's the man of the match. He changed this game into a cavalcade comic of errors to one of the best midfield performances I've ever seen. No joke. Like, I know he was probably better at the World Cup final, but the fact he almost won this game and pretty much did win it by himself is a freaking masterstroke. Messi is not somebody you want to mess with. This man is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. The World Cup proved it, but he comes down to MLS. He's playing like he's still playing for Argentina or playing for Barcelona. He cares more here than he did in Paris. He looks wonderful. He looks amazing, Messi. I mean, Jesus, man. It was a freaking class that he put on. He put on a seminar in midfield. They couldn't touch him. And the one time they did, guess what? It made him lose the game anyway. Wow. Like, I'm blown away. Messi, he was worth price of admission and more. And I wasn't even there. Just imagine if you were in Miami when that stadium probably registered on the Richter scale after he scored that free kick. I don't care if he stunk up the joint. That would have been worth the price of admission, let alone the fact he put on a midfield symphony. Plus that free kick. He should have scored 2 goals. Messi should have ripped them to shreds. I mean, he almost did, but it should have been more obvious. You know? It should have been, the action should have paid off even more, you know? Damn, what a game from Messi. Like, Messi legitimately turned this from a cavalcade of errors to a freaking maestro performance. That's how good this man is. And I know he's good. We all know he's good. But geez, man. Busquets should have had some sort of an effect. He didn't. Joseph, they need to get better together, but Joseph had some sort of an effect. He did make Robert Taylor and Robbie Robinson look better. He did, I have to say. Messi legitimately raised the level of that team 3 stories. It's crazy. You know, it's just crazy how good Messi is, how much he cares, how much he puts into his craft. He could be like Federico Bernardeschi and Lorenzo Insigne. He could be like, I'm the GOAT. I don't need to run. I don't need to try. I'm the best in the damn world. And I'll still dominate these fools. And yes, there were moments where he was walking and he still dominated a dude. That's true. But let me tell you something. He cares. That man, Messi, he's acting like he's still in Europe. And that's why he was the levels were just so immaculate. Like, that's basically the story here. The first half was a comedy show. The second half was Messi being the professor he is. And Miami wins the game. That's pretty much what this was. Lionel Messi is the GOAT. I admitted it during the World Cup. He's the GOAT. But even now, the more I see, man, I should have liked this dude when he was with Barca. I should have never hated him. Because, of course, I'm a Cristiano guy first. I still like Cristiano more. I don't know. That may be changing, to be honest. With watching this. That may be changing. I still like Cristiano, though. I appreciate them both because that's what you should have been doing the whole time. It shouldn't have been a war. Like, the reason I love Alejandro Pozuelo is because, to me, he was the closest thing Toronto could get to Lionel Messi, and I always liked him at Swansea anyway. Pozuelo's a wonderful footballer. He is. He's like the Aldi version of Messi. It's crazy that I didn't like Lionel Messi until 8 months ago. With how much I love Pozuelo. It's crazy. Just think about that. The real thing, I hated the real thing until I saw the light. Which a lot of the Cristiano fans saw the light during the World Cup. I think a lot of them did. Because people wanted to war about Messi versus Cristiano. That was never what should have happened. You know? We should have appreciated them both from day one. We didn't. And I feel bad about that. Because if I like the Aldi version of Messi so much, why'd I not like him? It's like I was being a hipster just to further the agenda. And I still love Alejandro Pozuelo. Don't get me wrong. He's still a wonderful footballer. But the real Messi, he's something. And I appreciate that he came to MLS. The World Cup was amazing. Appreciate him while we still have him. And he's still playing like he's in Europe. So you know what? I think most Cristiano fans can agree with that sentiment. Or at least the World Cup part of it. But seriously, Messi is just... He's that dude. It was already admitted on my book. But he's that dude. He's just that dude. Cristiano has his great moments, but Messi's just that dude. And you saw it tonight. That's what it is. So, man of the match, Lionel Messi. Really, this video is just me waxing poetic about Messi winning the match, really. What, you rather me make fun of the first half? With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share us with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a live watch along of both CF Montreal versus Pumas Unam, Portland Timbers FC versus San Jose Earthquakes, and I will review Portland versus San Jose. I'll see you tomorrow. Should be a fun Saturday. And I'll talk to you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.